dig that thing up?
Maybe.
Stuff over here.
Look at the trash. That's a perfect trail right here, though. This is all just a bunch of stuff that's been cut and thrown over the bank. So where is this coming from?
Follow it all the way up there.
Follow it? Okay, today is June 11th. Huh? Where is this coming from, though?
Huh?
Where's this coming from?
Right here.
It's all going back over here. It's like a river.
Huh?
It's like a river.
There's logs laying in here. The logs weren't laying here, man.
Oh, you see what's happened? It's all backed up again. The whole thing is backed up. It's like they never even came out here. Where's that thing that the water's supposed to go in? Let's see how deep this water is. Look, it's like a pond. Did you see that? Let's demonstrate this again. This is the backyard. I don't even see that thing, do you? I don't even see that thing that it rained that much today. But as you can see, under the shed. See? This is the yard. We're going to find the source of this water. Come on, let's follow this river. It's just like a creek. Okay. Keep in mind now, this is a yard, not a creek. Okay. This is where, there's some pretty mushrooms out here though. Look at this pretty one. Alright, this right here is where the city came out and put in they dug out trenches. This is where the, is it that bright red mushroom? Yeah. There's a bright red one right here. No, closer in. Okay, I'm pretty sure that out there in the middle of that is where the drain is they put in. Do you see this? Get that rock thing.
How deep is it? How deep is it, Sal?
There's no telling, Garrett. This is ridiculous, though. This is why all these trees keep falling over, too. It's why all the trees fail and they keep falling over because the ground, when it gets this soft and these trees are 100 feet.
That can be deep now. Can I walk in
I wouldn't walk out there too
I'm
far.
not. So you can kind of...
You gotta get an idea. This is our backyard.
Was it on record?
Yeah, I'm recording it right now because this is what Clayton County. This was their idea, to see this tarp, this black thing. I guess.
It looks like they just dug a trench just to hold in our backyard. See that?
They did
See
just.
this way.
That is a trench they dug, and it just goes right here into this big pool. And then the only place it has to drain is through our yard, which goes through the neighbor's yard. And the neighbor's yard, who are all over here complaining to us. This is what's happened. The trenches that they've dug all the way up to English Road are coming down through here, and this is not going to work because now this is completely buried with sand. And there's the house. And there's the yard where it all runs through. And there's the shed over there that's rotten and rotted out and full of mold. And these are what the trees and stuff look like. Now if you can see this tree.
Get this one. This one's still way at the bottom.
Which one?
This big one.
Oh, this one? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and it is leaning. Okay. This is why all of these trees I know are falling over, because they are not meant to stand in this much water. And there was tons of rotten trees that we had to remove off of here that were falling down and cut down. Oh. So that is what it looks like minus the pond. Today is 4th of July 2015, and this is where the drain is at, somewhere under there. That back there is the trenches that the school come out and dug, that brings all the water and the trash into my yard. This is why these trees have all fell over. They are sitting in this marsh water. And now it's even worse because the water is even higher up on the bank than normal. And it's going more this way more than normal now too. It's just all backed up. This is why when we moved here we didn't understand why there was so many trees that were laying, like we've cleaned up so much. But there were so many trees, like just where these big holes are in the ground. Like here's a big hole, there's a big hole, here's a big hole. There was a lot more than this, holes where trees have just fell over. And if you can see these trees, they're big trees. And there's already been big trees that fell over. And I wish we wouldn't have already cleaned everything up now, or cleaned up as much as we have cleaned up. But I didn't realize that this was going to be a big issue between us and the school and the county, or Clayton County Water Authority, or whoever. You know, whoever needs to fix this. But anyway, so there's just the same thing, just the rivers that run through. They run all through the yard. They're over on the other side of those trees. And the rivers run through. It's not even that deep right now. Because usually it's so deep that my feet go under. Here's the shed that I keep talking about that is just sitting, is sinking. The floor is cracking now because I guess it just goes more and more. Parts of it keep falling more and more in the ground, and I guess some of it is supported now, some of it's not supported. I'm worried about this big old tree right here. But this is where the water goes. Hey, it's completely backed up too. You've been over there to look too?
No, I'm fixing to.
Yeah, we're about to go get some of that silk stuff too and tie off this side over here like they did over there, or whatever that is. I don't know if it's silk or... Cell phone what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Real skinny.
What is?
Your iPhone.
Where would you like it done?
Oh, I don't know.
Just make sure to stay with him. You go over there.
I'm recording all these big giganto holes all over the property. The trees fell over. This is what's happening with trees here. That's how we piled up a bunch of trees, not knowing what was causing all the issues at the time.
Huh?
What's today's date? 6th? This is the drain. Today is Sunday, July 5th. This is what's happening with trees here. That's how we piled up a bunch of trees, not knowing what was causing all the issues at the time.
Huh?
This is what Clayton County School Board of Education come out and dug. I guess they just threw all this crap over here too. Look at all that.
Yeah, they cut down a bunch of trees and left them over there.
Yeah, they didn't even haul any of that off. They just piled it up. What? Oh, yeah. Hey, you know what?
What?
This is also...
Huh? What?
You know when this first was come down through here? It went through these rocks.
Yeah, it was over here.
Yeah, they've moved the whole thing over.
Yeah.
I just realized that.
What I had at first was a fence, still a fence.
Yeah, they've moved it.
Yeah, now it's flies through here.
Oh. You would think that, oh, maybe this is the area I was thinking about. Really? Look, you know what's about to start happening? And this is why these trees are all falling over. All the way this water, it soaks up this ground and these trees are. Oh, this is pissing me off. You know, I sent all of them letters and I didn't get nothing back either. I had the mayor of Hampton call. I had the mayor of Hampton call. He called me. I should have told him to come on over here. This is crazy. Look at the shed, it's steel.
What?
The mayor of Hampton.
Yeah.
Look at this. Oh, this is really. Okay, this drain is, whoever this is, whoever put this here, this drain, this is the drain where all the water comes from this road, comes all the way down, and it goes straight across over there where he's standing. Ooh, what's happening here? Big hole. And it comes all the way across here. Yeah, it's that one. All the way across here. And it comes out right here. And when it comes out right here, it runs all down through these woods and right into my backyard. And it runs from my backyard into my neighbor's backyard and floods in my neighbor's backyard. And then the next neighbor's yard. And my shed's ruined. All my stuff that was out there is ruined. It's the 9-inch opening. And they didn't put it back on here good. And right up that trail is the trail to the school. My nephew can put his whole entire body inside this. Samuel Kroger, or Cougar, I don't know how to pronounce his name, said that there was no debris or no trees or anything on their property, on the buffer zone. I don't know what you would call all of this. You know, I don't know what you would call all of this. Well, and the trash that gets washed down through here. But I don't want to walk this whole thing. But I should, I guess, shouldn't I? Might as well, because if I don't, then they'll pretend like they don't know what I'm talking about. This right here was, I think, the original screen. I think that the way that it was set up before, it's been moved. But that's the original part of the screen. And I believe that maybe they were one time in these poles, as you can clearly see that they have put these poles up at one time, a long time ago, I guess, or maybe they just put these up. I'm not really sure, but the screen is already flattened out. But okay, if this right here is not what you consider, this is where I guess they had to recut all of these trees and stuff down when they dug this trench in a different spot, because the trench is not in the same spot it used to be in. The water used to run through like these little rocks, and it was not deep like this. I mean, this is like a knee-deep trench they've got over here. It wasn't like this. This right here is more where they have cut these things down. But this trench is, it's really deep now. And I could stand in it. I can tell you though, it comes up to my knee. And it wasn't like this before. They dug it deeper, and they dug it wide, and they made a direct line. Now, where before it kind of ran over some rocks and trickled around through different, like right here was the old pathway over these rocks. You know, then I guess they just cut this in to, I don't know. It's a disaster. All of it's a disaster. So the water runs from the main road, goes in those little culprit things, whatever they're called, under the ground, comes back out where they have dug the trenches up there, comes out, runs through the woods in this deep trench. Whoa. And I got it in my pocket. And then it comes into this drain that they have now lifted, that they denied that they lifted.
Bring it close so you can see the inches it's open. And that's,
I think it's 9, ain't it?
yep. Back it up so you can see. Ooh. That it's not bent or anything.
Alright.
It keeps moving. Let me hold it down here. There. It don't look very clear.
Let me back it up this way and zoom in.
Do you see that?
Yeah, let me go back out now. Okay. That's
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna do the width of it.
Alright.
How's? Can you hold that over there?
Yep.
That's
What,
33.
33 inches wide. Then, now, this is the next part.
and show exactly where this is at, because I don't.
That's
want
what
it
I'm
to be-
saying. Okay. This is the drain. This is how wobbly the drain lid is now. Okay. Then, right here, if I step off the drain,
Kids walk home from school apparently right by it.
this is the trail, right, that I talked about in the meeting. I told both of them that before we even bought this house,
Let's walk up and see.
that there was a trail that spiderweb. Spiderweb. That the neighborhood kids, oh God, that was a big spiderweb. That the neighborhood kids had created. And right here, how many feet do you think this is from? It might be 25 feet, I guess. There's the school right there. Then we turn back around.
And you follow the trash.
Yeah, there's the trash. The trash always leads back to the school. But this is the trail. Yeah, let me go all the way to the top right here. Alright, this is the trail that the neighborhood kids or somebody in the neighborhood has created from Hawthorne Elementary School. This trail, if I stop right here, I can zoom in on the drain. It's hard to tell where it's at though because of all these
Then we go
trees.
stand on the drain.
Yeah, you stand on the drain. So you can see just how close this drain is to the school. She is on the drain. And I am at the top of the hill beside Hawthorne's property. Well, actually, I'm like 2 steps over into the this thing, like where the hill starts down for the buffer zone. So right here, it's apparently kids, or maybe it was adults, somebody has created a trail. It comes straight down through here and goes directly to the drain. And this drain is 9 inches up and what, 33 inches wide. Look, and you can see on the side where trash is washing in there again. More trash.
Do you have like the light on your phone where you can record down in it to see what kind of a drop somebody would be?
There's some beer cans. There's all.
Trees that wasn't here
I
apparently.
know these are. There's just getting washed back down here too. There's all kinds of trash getting washed back down here. There's the debris that he said did not exist again right here, and there's whole pathways full of debris.
What? When they come out and look at the property, they don't tell us.
I
So we
don't
can
know.
say, okay,
Right, knock on the
This-
door. Knock on the door.
this
So I know, that's
debris,
what I'd like to
this
inform them.
isn't debris, this isn't
And
trash.
They never will do that. They're the only ones. Everybody else always let it be known that they were here. If we had any questions, but not this Board of Education. They would come out here, and when you try to talk to them, they'd go back up the hill and leave.
Yeah.
They'd take off. But anyway, let me see if I can get in the drain. This was also brought up in the engineer's paperwork, this black screen. I'm going to Home Depot to get the receipt from when I put this black screen up. Also, my neighbors across the behind me, thank God, witnessed when this went up. This has nothing to do with how the water was redirected into the shed. And if you watch the movies, you can see that. This has been up maybe a month. It probably went up sometime in, I don't want to even take a guess, but I'll say the first week in July. This is new, you know. This is, and it hadn't even really rained that much in the last month anyway. But this is new. This has nothing to do with...
You could probably look at this one and compare it to that one over there and tell that...
Right.
It's not.
Well, this one, it's not been here long. But there's not even anything behind this hardly. It even caught... It ain't even really caught anything. Look, it's got tiny little bit of sand right on top of it. A little bit right here. This ain't done nothing. I mean, it satisfied the neighbors, you know. Because the neighbors, we were trying to figure out some way to help them from getting flooded. So that's why we put this up. We put one in the front and one back here in the back. And like I said, I can get the receipt from Home Depot, and also I can get them to write a witness, some type of a statement showing when I put that up, and or around about when I put that up. That wasn't there. So what's the point in putting a manhole on top of that big thing? Do you know? Huh? That tree over there's got an orange thing tied around it too. You see it?
Yeah.
What are we gonna cut it down?
That tree's on your property. They can't cut it down.
Is that gigantic one?
Yeah.
No, that's there. How's that code? Yeah, look, they put a manhole on top of it. Maybe it's so if it like covers back over again. Is that what it's for?
Give them access to it.
Okay. So here we are, the day after. This is January.
About, Sarah?
This is January. I mean, this is June 12th. Okay, we gotta find out what the rule is about shoes.
Right here is a snake hill.
Is there snakes? No. There's mud. Our shed probably has snakes living in it.
Take a look at it and see it's don't.
Alright, we're out here. Today is what? What's today?
July 18th.
It's Sunday, somewhere around July 18th. We may be off a day. And as you can see, the trash is starting to build up again in the yard because it all washes from the street down to the yard. But here's the thing that's kind of strange. We come out here with my nephew and we're looking around, and we turn around and my nephew's got his entire head looking down into this drain. We're about to see how many inches this is. Because I'm pretty sure that there's got to be some kind of regulation, especially since this is right beside an elementary school. Turn it around. It is 9 inches. There's a 9-inch clearance. You have to zoom in on it. There's a 9-inch clearance under this drain. An adult could even put their head under there.
Take it down there and see how far of a drop it would be if he actually got in it.
I don't know if you can tell.
3/4.
I think the top of this will just pop off. It's really wobbly.
I don't know. It's about 4 or 5 foot.
Before it does what, turns?
Yeah.
This is a 4 or 5 foot drop. If it was taller than it.
Well, he'd probably survive, I guess.
Will you?
Oh no. Look at the trash that's all getting washed over here all over again. There's our
Beer
beer,
bottles and beer cans.
beer cans and trash. All coming back. So I guess they just did this, right? They just, this is their way of fixing it.
There was a nail.
Feels like something's dead in it.
There's probably animals in it. It's probably washed something down there. Look at it. Okay. You're right there on my front porch, and because it's uphill, when you turn and look over here, you can really see down in there. Like you can see that big, it's huge too. You can see it real clear from right there. Okay, this is the detention pond. This drain is still 9 inches off the ground. Right there is the elementary school. Right there's the trail. There's no fence around it. And this is what they built in the buffer zone. And my house is right there. And I'm wondering if this affects my property value. It's dangerous. It's ugly. It's an eyesore. It don't have any thing around it. It looks really dangerous, and like I said, that's 9 inches off the ground, and that's an elementary school, and my 8-year-old nephew lives here. So to me it looks horrible. Everything the school has done looks horrible. Today is October 22nd, 2015, and there's been a change over here at the detention eyesore pond, or whatever it's called. They put some kind of green stuff out over the bank. This is new. I'm not sure what this is. Okay, this is the detention or retention or whatever pond they put over here that has no fence around it. Right there, that green roof right there is the elementary school. So when those kids walk down through here, they're walking straight here. And this drain is still...
Like that.
Well, it's October 22nd and the drain is still 9 inches off the ground. They still hadn't fixed that. And right there, that blue roof right there is the elementary school. This is gotta be the ugliest crap.
Sounds you're in the background of kids playing not far from here on the playground.
No, yeah, there's a playground right up there too. And there's a trail right there. And then there's a drain. It's 9 inches off of the ground. The lid is so loose on. Well, you can tell it's loose now. It looks like it's been shifted.